service.
You're recording?
Uh-oh.
You recorded it.
Yes, I am recording it.
Oh, you better not go to my client. There was a time that me and another mobile guy freaking got there at the same time. And the freaking customer was pretty embarrassed about the situation. What happened though is that guy didn't answer the phone. And so he got kind of annoyed. So he ended up calling me. I show up and then the other guy shows up out of nowhere. And then he was like, he didn't freaking answer. That's why I called you. And he just showed up out of nowhere. He got pissed off, just grabbed his tools because he had left his tools.
Yeah.
And yeah, just grabbed his tools and left. It's like, okay, dude. We're going to start out with a quick brake job and some door hinges. Jeep Grand Cherokee. Getting all set up. Well, the later one, we're going to be doing some struts. Well, rotor's not the same. Now we got to pack up and go back to the auto parts store. We're in a high tweak area. That's why we had to pack everything. We left the car on jack stands. I don't like to do that, but sometimes you don't got a choice. Here's a commercial entrance. It's literally a hole. You would think the commercial office is like big, nice, whatever. Nah, it's just a freaking hole in the wall in the back with a cardboard sign. Jesus. I'm not even playing. That's how bad it is. Ah, Jesus. Who taught these guys how to park? Yeah, it's an old Land Cruiser. Those are pretty cool. I don't know. Jesus. Can't see shit. I don't want to hit.
See shit out of this thing.
Goddamn train tracks now. Dude, everything is going bad already. Everything that can go bad. I got 2 hours for my next job. Gotta clean the hub surface. So we have a clean surface so we can have the rotor just right on not rust, so it could stay there flat. That'll reduce warpage and everything. And yeah, and what I like to do is come on, dry, as I like to put some anti-seize on the hub surface. All right, so getting these rotors was a mission. Grease so they don't rust. They bring them out from factory like that, just so they don't rust. But before you mount it, you got to clean that off. Flip it over.
Probably from just trying to hold it.
Yeah. We got to see how good it is. If not, we got to adjust the brakes right there. No, that's the e-brake. It's a drum-in hat. We got pretty good resistance right there. I'm gonna put that seal. These didn't come with a new one, but if you can, get a new freaking seal. This thing looks horrible. It doesn't look horrible, it is horrible. Let's see.
Is your mic on?
Nerdy guy on YouTube do this, and I was like, oh, I think I can do that. You know what I mean? But then I was like, I'll ask Alex, but he'll probably drop the door on my head and
No, hell no. 13 mils. Let me see the hinges.
oh yeah.
Here we go. All right, Janie, this might explode. Just be careful, all right? You ready? I need your help. Why are you trying to put it here? They go here.
That's exactly where I was going.
Ahí mero. Ahí está. Start turning it.
Stop turning it?
Start turning it.
Stop turning it?
Damn, cuz. Ya pongo los pinches bolts a la mierda. Ya mero.
No tiene problema.
Got everything done pretty fast before it started giving me issues.
You have a nice brother that's a master mechanic. Save you a lot of money.
I'm just an amateur. I'm YouTube certified. Where's Milwaukee's best?
Where is it?
Yep. All right, I'm missing one nut. Put a little bit of force on this. Yep. Más. Más.
There was something wrong.
Huh?
She not-
We looked at a 98 Buick Century. Thing is, it was a hose that was leaking going towards a firewall, which was a heater hose. And I guess they must have drained it really bad. They must have put coolant in it, but there was already signs of a blown head gasket. I don't do blown head gaskets or any crazy engine work anymore. It takes too much time. Too many people are waiting on me. Anyway, kind of sucks breaking the news, but we got to do what we got to do. But anyway, my sister here got bit by a chihuahua, and that sucks.
There's the bite.
It's like, watch out for stray dogs. Right now, I'm on my way to do a pre-purchase inspection. People contact me, and then they just want me to make sure the car that they're buying is actually in good running condition, mechanically sound. And I'll show you guys a little bit of what I do, and then I'll show you the sheet that I fill out and give to them after. And the whole process probably takes a little bit over an hour. Sometimes under, it just depends. But yeah, let's go do that. We want to grab this little cheapo and make sure it's ready. Monitors are ready. Perfect, check mark is good. And then we're gonna give it the big scan. Make sure there's no faults of any kind. We can see one. Make sure e-brake works. Off, on. Okay, I had to leave the dealer. They looked a little uncomfortable with the camera, but so first off, we're gonna do the simplest one actually. Engine oil. Look for the condition. We'll check the level. It's a little bit overfilled. And a lot of dealers, I mean, some of them just want to make the vehicle look nice, but then there's others that do this to hide stuff. You just want to take a look around for leaks of any sort. Check the fluid levels here. Take a look at the motor mount. And like I said, just be taking pictures. If you have a coolant test strips, that would be awesome. That is actually something I need to incorporate. Okay, that is something weird there. It almost looks like something's leaking over there, but I can't tell what it is. Another good practice. Let's take this out and, oh look, milky residue. Signs of moisture in the engine. Open the doors and make sure they all open smooth. Check for cargo area. Make sure this stuff is in there. Take a good look around. Scratches. Make sure that works. What we want to do is get some measurements. What you also want to do is just get the person a lot of pictures. Make sure to see if any leaking suspension components. Tires look great. I believe they're new. See the date on them, 2025. They're all brand new. Now the most important part, what most people consider the most important part, would actually be the test drive. Now what you're looking for is any popping noises, anything. Just start messing around with stuff. Make sure everything works great. If it has a sunroof, go ahead and open the sunroof. Test the turn signals. Make sure they all work. Well, you should do it before. Do some acceleration tests. Do some high acceleration. Just get a feel for the vehicle. Make sure all the buttons work. Radio. The screen. Lights. Turning off, on. This thing's only got 85,000 miles. It's working pretty well. Test out the windows.